Hi, so if you belong to any of the three categories, that is, if you're a veterinary intern to be like me, or if you're someone who is just an veterinary enthusiast, or someone who is going to work at a TVCC soon, so this video is going to be for you because I'm going to share whatever I feel are the essentials that you need to have when you're working at any of what I've mentioned about a polyclinic or a TVCC. So let's just begin. Hi, so let me just give you a little bit of backstory. I love one particular thing which I really swear by is planning and organizing things. So माझी internship आता लवकरच चालू होणार आहे and I was just looking at things which I need to work on and like to be organized a bit. So one of the topmost priority things was like I was going to work at a polyclinic. So I thought let's just pack for the essentials that I need to have with me when I'll be working there. So एक disclaimer म्हणजे whatever I'll share with you all is my personal opinion which I've gathered by working at a TVCC during my 4th year, and this is what I feel are essentials. So you may have a different opinion, you may have that this is not necessary or this might be necessary but you have not added it, so you can definitely share that in comment section and let's just begin with the video. As I already mentioned about planning and stuff, I made a little bit of checklist, if you can say, about what exactly I need to carry, and I'll be sharing it one by one. So the first category which I'm going to talk about is clinical tools which you need to have. So first of course is the stethoscope. We swear by this because it is one of the very essential clinical tool. We group of friends have got the similar stethoscope, and to not just confuse which stethoscope is whose, we have this beautiful name tag here which mentions our name, and it's a nice stethoscope. It's by Microtone, and yeah, so it is used as for veterinarians or someone who we know that what exactly it is used for. We use it to auscultate or to just measure the heart rate or any abnormal sounds. And yeah, so this is the first clinical tool which you need to have. Then second is the thermometer. So thermometer, as we know, it is one of the very important clinical tool because it is used to check an important parameter, that is temperature. We generally take rectal temperature in our field. And just one tip which I got from my senior, that is you never clean this portion. You always clean this with the help of a cotton swab and spirit or whatever. Just clean this and always clean it before you use it on after one animal to a different animal. So yeah, this is the second important clinical tool. And yeah, the third clinical tool which is a very much underrated but at the time you always require it, that is the micropore. Micropore is used to just secure the IV which you insert to the catheter, and we all know that for someone who is just understanding or it's their first time that they are doing IVs or the initial days, you always have like this kind of fear that IV जे आहे ती निघेल or out होईल, आणि त्यासाठी आय गेस मायक्रोपोर इज व्हेरी मच एसेन्शियल बिकॉज हे एका जागी ठेवतं. Now we are moving to the next category, that is writing and documentation. So I have this, you get generally at your college as well, you need to have this, that is the prescription pad and the pen. So this is what you need to have. I have already written few things here, and it's mostly khali, but I have written few things initially. So if you need to prescribe some medicines or you need to note down something which you learned which is important, or generally for making notes, you can use this when you're working at a clinic. You need to have this with you all the time. So the next category is going to be personal protective things, and as a doctor we swear by it because personal hygiene is very much important to just not keep ourselves healthy but also our patients. So what the first thing is which you need to carry, which I generally have, is this masks. These are disposable masks, face masks, and it protects you from airborne infection. So I have many of these. The next which you need to have is which I don't have right now, I'll buy it later. I will mention it somewhere here, the image. It is elastic gloves or disposable gloves, and they're very important when you are performing any little small procedure on your patient. The next, of course, is a sanitizer. You can wash your hands with spirit or any disinfectant whichever is available, but sanitizer comes handy always. Ek to this has like, it just is against like off smell. It works very well, and it has almost like any sanitizer above 70% alcohol content is very much useful. And the fourth, which personal protective is, I can say this, the category this is a pregnancy diagnosis glove, because it is very much essential when you do a rectal examination. And these were, I think, what according to me I carry as a personal protective equipment or things. Then are some instruments that you need to have, and we bought it, like many of our batchmates, we together bought it. These are these instruments. So first, of course, is a mayo scissor, which is used in cutting bandages, suture material, and it comes very handy. You can see this is the scissor. Then we have is an artery forceps. Next is a needle holder. Now we just had our surgery practicals, and you always confuse, like there are many instruments which look like this. So just I don't know if it's visible, but if this has a serration, it means that it's a needle holder, which is used in holding the needle during suturing. Then you have a rat-toothed forceps. It's tooth-like protrusion. And yeah, these are the 4 instruments which we were told and we bought, which were very essential. If you have these, you can carry a normal small operatives or just a basic procedure in your clinics. The last and the next category is of clothing and appearance. Our job as a doctor is seen as we say, a white collar job, or very much it is seen from a point of view of a respect, and having proper clothing and clothing which makes us feel comfortable is very much essential. So we batchmates, we had made this similar scrubs. This is a trouser and a shirt which we made, which has our names embroidered, and we wear it every day when we go to the TVCC. A, it is very comfortable, and B, it is like easy to dry. लगेच वाळतं, जर घाण झालं in case, and if you just wash it, लगेच 2-3 तासात it dries off. So I guess it gives a very ease in the way you work at clinics. And the next, of course, is the lab coat, which we as veterinary students have used this for first year, second year, third year, until we get our scrubs for practicals. But if you can use this also during the clinics, because if you're going for rounds or if you're talking with the owners of patients, clients in general, then it gives the formal layer to it. And yeah, you need to have these many things according to me. So this was all about it. I have this pouch which will be which will carry all what I just mentioned, and of course my stethoscope dabba. So yeah, this was it. I hope you loved the video. I hope you found little bit something which will add to your already existing information. And if you have anything to say, as I already mentioned, you can just put it in the comments. And yeah, that's it. So if you loved the video, do like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Till then, just be happy and just keep dreaming. That's it. And stay tuned to Everyday Tells a Tale by Arya. Bye bye.